So yeah, it was definitely through yoga and my yoga practice that sort of really stepped me forward into realizing, wow, we're not just this physical being. There's like energy, and the movement and the energy was, it just really resonated with me. So that's probably about 5 years ago, and I started a really solid, consistent Bikram yoga practice.
Right.
So yeah, very drawn to the hot yoga.
Sure.
Very yang.
Like today, it's very hot here today.
Very hot. Yeah, it's like, in my element.
Yeah.
And it was, working in the city, doing full-time graphic design, and just sitting at the desk all day, and there's that whole sitting syndrome that's going on. And after being very active, and when I first moved here, I was working outside, I was working on farms, and it was such a big shock to go back to that desk work. I was looking for something else.
Sure.
And that brought me to the yoga. And then that just opened the whole world of energy and chakras, and it was amazing.
Is that something you knew much about before that?
A little bit. I've always been really interested in like holistic healing, and even from a teenager I used to use like homeopathic remedies and essences and you know how you kind of dip in and out of things.
Sure. Yeah.
But it was definitely 5 years ago, doing yoga shoved me onto this path with a great big push. I loved it so much, went off and did teacher training, and became a yoga teacher, and that was just in my element. And it was definitely one of those things, like when everyone asks, what's your life purpose, how do you know what your life purpose is? It's always been teaching for me, and that came through as well. It was like teaching anything.
Sure.
Yeah. And that was really strong.
Right.
And then it was, probably I'd have been teaching for about not even a year. I can't remember now. Linear time, I lose it. And that's when I was introduced to our lovely friend Shelley, who introduced us, who is my Reiki master. And then from there, did the Reiki level 1, and it was just like, wow, I've done this before. You know, something feels really familiar and really natural and really easy.
Right.
And I wasn't quite understanding what was happening, but it all made sense. It's only just that whole thing, it's going to sound really cliche, that whole like coming home.
Right, sure.
And suddenly feeling comfortable.
Yeah.
It's like, this whole healing thing.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.